Hello everybody, back with another video. After like what, 11 months or something. It's been a very long time. And today we're gonna be the Marvel Legends Punisher figure. Got literally like today, like 20 minutes ago or something. I've been pretty hyped about this figure. I mean, it comes with a lot of accessories: shotgun, axe, knife, 2 grenades, pistol, like a little shooting explosion thing, I don't know, screaming head sculpt, straight face, and these 2 fisted and like some trigger hands. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this figure. The packaging looks pretty fire. We got the Punisher skull. There's obviously got Jon Bernthal. This is MCU Punisher. I got side profile, Marvel Legends. Hope I can see it well. I'm not gonna look at the camera, but yeah, Marvel Legends, Jon Bernthal, another one right there. It's cool. Then the Punisher with the nose cool. Another side profile. And then the front, of course, got Jon Bernthal and Punisher logo. Yeah, packaging looks pretty fire for Marvel Legends. This is barcode. Sorry, but yeah, pretty fire. But yeah, we're gonna open this thing up. All right, we got the Punisher out. Looks pretty fire. This was like a mix of Brand New Day and One Last Kill, because you can see his beard. But then his pants look like what it was in Brand New Day. Plus, he doesn't have a long sleeve. I believe in One Last Kill he had long sleeve, and then Brand New Day he didn't. Which I like short sleeve because, I mean, look at those biceps, bro. Brody is jacked. I don't remember him being that jacked in Brand New Day or like One Last Kill, but yeah, I mean, pretty fire. For articulation, double jointed knees. And then you got like a ankle pivot, go like down that far, up that far. Not really that up, but yeah. And I believe it's ankle rocker, full 360, which is always nice. For ab crunch, you can go down that far, which isn't too crazy. It's kind of hindered, but it's all right. And then up that far. So for ab crunches, I mean, it's not really that great, but it's fine. Not that big of a deal. Has a diaphragm, which is always nice. Can do a full 360. And then double jointed arms, so you can flex those muscles. But yeah, it moves pretty well. Thigh cut, full 360. What's that thing called? I don't know. I know it does a full 360. That's all you need to know. He can look. He can look up that far, down that far. He can tilt his head pretty well. It's always nice to have things I like these more than the regular ones where they look really high. I want it to be all you can tilt his head and look up and look down. There's no butterfly wings or joints, whatever you want to call them, which kind of sucks, but it's alright. Not that big of a deal. Other than that, pretty good for articulation. But yeah, time for accessories. Alright, so for accessories, this comes with a decent amount of accessories especially for a regular Marvel Legends. But yeah, it has this axe, which I believe came from the Born Again Punisher. So that's always nice. Pretty decent axe. I mean, it's all black. Pretty nice. It is bendy, so yeah. And then the knife, which also came from the Born Again Punisher, but yeah, it's also bendy, so be careful, of course. The shotgun, which actually looks pretty nice. He also used this in the One Last Kill. That's what I'm saying. It's a mix of One Last Kill and Brand New Day. But yeah, pretty nice shotgun. Also bendy. Then this pistol with a little magazine, which also came with the Punisher Born Again. So yeah, pretty good. Also is bendy, so yeah. Then this little bullet thing, which you could put onto the guns, which is a nice accessory. I think you just put it. Yeah, you put on the shotgun. Get that? Pretty cool. And the pistol, which hold on, let's do that. There you go. You can put on the pistol. Boom, you can shoot. Which is always a nice accessory. I like when they do accessories like that. Then you got grenades, or tear gas. I don't know what to call them, but yeah. Look, he's pretty nice. You can also clip it on his vest, which is always nice to do. Or no, always nice to have, which is always cool. And then you got this Screaming head sculpt, as you can see. You see he's a little cut up, which is really cool. Really nice detail. But yeah, he looks like he's gonna tell you something. That's for sure. And then these two fisted hands, just for hands to beat you up, beat your ass and shit. But yeah, pretty nice fist. I think every single Marvel Legends should have a fist, like fisted hands. I hate when they do mismatched hands. Like when they did that with that Wolverine, I didn't really like that. Like when trigger hand and one fisted, didn't really like that. But yeah, nice accessories, especially for Marvel Legends. Comes with a lot, especially for the price. It's pretty worth it, I'll say. Yeah, nice accessories, of course. But yeah. Yeah, so this is when he's all, all dressed up, basically, with all the accessories on. So you have his axe, shotgun, then there's a little 2 grenades, which, like I said, you can clip on. And then his little pistol right here. And his knife. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, this is a nice figure. This is the only thing, that kind of sucks is the ab crunch and the butterfly joints. But other than that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the figure. I mean, it's a good figure. Plus, when we have the Punisher, Spider-Man, and Hulk together, that's also going to be cool. So, yeah, great figure. I guess we'll get into some posing. But I'm going to do some lazy posing because I ain't really feeling it to go all out. But plus, I low-key suck at posing. So, yeah. But, yeah, I'll try my best. This is the first pose. Nothing too crazy. Also, all these are going to be solo poses. I'll probably do some, ones with other figures I have. Because right now I have the Dark Avengers Hawkeye, the Deluxe Deadpool, the Iron Man, the Mark 15 from Infinity War, the Captain America, Brand New Day Spider-Man, Brand New Day Hulk, the X-Men 97 Cyclops, Wolverine, Black Panther, and of course Punisher, which is my newest figure. But yeah, all these are gonna be solo poses, but decent pose. Like I said, I'm not really trying, plus I'm not the greatest, so yeah. But yeah, first pose. This is the second pose. Got him kind of jumping with a tear gas and a axe. I actually like this pose a lot. There you go. But yeah, pretty cool pose. But hold up. There you go. Yeah, his feet. But yeah, pretty cool pose. This Punisher is pretty poseable. Like, does things you want Punisher to do, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, overall pretty cool pose. But yeah, probably gonna do 5 poses. This is my second one, so 3 more. This is the third pose. Got his knife. Then he's screaming and running with his pistol out. You know what I mean? I like this pose. Nothing too crazy. Just plain and simple. Got the screaming head sculpt, which I like. I actually like it. It doesn't look too much of Punisher, like John Berthel, but it's close enough. I'm not gonna be a big complainer. I'm not the biggest complainer. As long as it looks, at least I see something of the act, some of the actor. And then the other thing is just the Punisher logo is a little off. It looks kind of awkward, but like I said, it's not the biggest deal. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's I can't even look at it. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, pretty cool pose. But yeah, this is the fourth pose. Angle eyebrow. This shotgun is so annoying to put on. I don't know. It's hard to put on, so it kind of looks horrible. But it's decent. I'll have him kind of running with his shotgun and I have his pistol right there. I just didn't know what to use for this hand, so yeah. But yeah, this is a alright pose. Definitely the worst out of them. But also, if you're wondering, hold on, let me take everything off because I don't want anything hindering the articulation. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. He bends over this far, and then bends. Yeah, his leg kicks this far. Decent. Leg kicks back. I don't know. Really not that far. I don't kick that far. This one, not compared to this one, because this knife thing is hindering. This one has nothing to really hinder. But yeah, that's like that. And then the arm, so yeah, I can do full rotation, which is obviously one. It goes. His arms go back this high, which is actually pretty crazy. His arm go this close together, pretty decent. And like I said, not that far. Yeah, this figure. Yeah, this is a good figure, but I still got like. Doesn't it fall off? Yo, wait, did something fall off? Wasn't there just something right here? Alright, whatever. I'm gonna check on the other recordings, but. Yeah. This is my 5th and final pose. Looks like, I have him like kind of like trying to duck with his pistol, of course, and he has his axe. Also, I realized this didn't break. Like, this is how it was when I got it. It's like these 4. But it does look a little weird. Maybe something did fall. I don't know. If it did, I don't know where the hell it's at. But yeah, this is the 5th and final pose. Pretty cool. But yeah, as for the figure itself, like out of, everything, like that it is, the accessories, articulation, likeness to character, articulation, likeness to character, accessories, feel in hand, like how, if it feels cheap or not, and what it is, like where it's from, like how realistic it looks. For articulation, I'll rate it 7.5, right? Ab crunch ain't the best, no butterfly joints, but the arms can move pretty high, and double jointed, basically everything. The head can move up and stuff. Pretty nice for articulation. As for likeness to character, let's go the sculpts. The Screaming one looks pretty closely to Jon Bernthal. This one, decently close, right? They both, like, you can see that, that is Jon Bernthal. It's, just a little off. And I do like the scratches on him for both head sculpts. And then, for where it's from, it's kind of hard because I believe this is a mixture of Low and Last Kill and Brand New Day. So it's kind of, like, hard to tell, but yeah. I would say they did a pretty good job. I like this Punisher. I think it looks really badass. And then, as for feel in hand, it doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like it's going to break off. The only thing is, I guess the weapons are a little bendy and stuff, but that's really not a big deal. But, yeah, pretty fire figure. Everything together, I would say, it's a 8.5 out of 10 for figure. Articulation, 7.5. Likeness to character, I'd say like a 7. As for feel in hand, it doesn't feel cheap. Probably like an 8 out of 10. And, but yeah. I got everything. But yeah. Pretty good, figure. Nothing groundbreaking, but nothing bad. Like, it's a good figure. That's basically what it is. But yeah, that's my review of the Punisher. But yeah, see y'all guys, I guess. I don't know, another 11 months, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably do more reviews on Marvel Legends. But yeah, anyways, bye.